Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Very good evening, everyone. Can we have everyone on the screen, please? I still can't see everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. There's a lot of background noise.
From Ahmedabad.
Okay. Still can't see everyone with their videos on. Okay. So, a very good evening, everyone. Do you all know why we are here today for this webinar? Any idea about the topic?
Phobia in kids.
Okay. Fears and phobias.
Phobia in kids and fear.
Okay. Any idea about how is it how is it related to children if we look at it? And is it more prevalent in children or it can be seen in adults?
बच्चे ही बड़े बनते हैं तो बच्चों में हम लोग वो बीज डाल देते हैं फोबिया का, ये मत कर, वो मत कर, ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा।
Okay.
तो उसमें
See,
ऑटोमेटिकली
some fears are acquired and some are since birth.
Okay. So is it more in children or is it more in adults? My question is
right now more in adult.
More in adults.
more in adults. Okay.
As
Or
we
how
grow,
about
the
we?
fears also grow.
Okay. And it's not prevalent in younger children?
Yeah, it
It
is.
is?
Yes.
Okay. How many of you feel on an average, if we take a call, that how many of you feel that yes, children also have certain kinds of fears that are prevalent in them? How many of you feel? Can I have a raise of hands? Okay. Quite some of you. All right. Okay, so today we will be definitely discussing more about it and would love to have some insight. Before we begin in with this, are you all aware? I can see some familiar faces, but some faces are new. My name is Sonali. I'm RCI certified psychologist, and I'll be taking up this session for today. And you can see me, and some of you have already attended my batches before, and maybe some of you are already enrolled in for future. If not, then further you can make a call. So how to go about with the uh, process of certification and all of that, please stay towards the end, because towards the end the things will be shared with you, the details will be shared with you. Okay. So that's it. Before we begin in with the topic, before we begin in, can we have a quick round of introduction now that you know my name? And I'm RCI certified psychologist. I have wide range of working experience working with children, adolescents, and young adults, as well as some adults as well. So I primarily conduct a lot of psychoeducational assessments and do a bit of counseling. And so that's it about me. And I would love to hear, where are you all from? What brings you here? What makes you interested to learn about children? So that's what my main intention is. Can we start with, I'll quickly take one name and then we can raise our hands or maybe just speak one by one. Gunjan, can we start with you? You have to unmute and speak, everyone. Remember, before you speak, right now, everyone, mute yourself. When you speak, please unmute and speak. Don't forget to unmute and speak.
Good evening, everyone. Hello, ma'am. Myself, Gunjan Sinal. I'm from Siliguri, West Bengal. I have already completed my diploma in child psychology from ICS, and you were my mentor earlier. And now I'm looking up to taking up counseling as a profession. I've applied in few schools, and so I am always interested to be in and around topics that revolve with children. So that's why I'm here. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Yes. Ria?
Hi, I'm Ria from Delhi. I do voluntary counseling with Kara parents who adopt older children because, as you know, that's a very challenging route for a lot of people to go, and 60% of the older children in our country that are adopted are returned during the 2 years of fostering. So yeah, I just want to up my skill levels on that and get the required certifications.
Okay. All right, Shreya.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Shreya, currently pursuing my master's in clinical psychology. I'm from Delhi, and I'm interested in the field of child psychology, and that's the reason why I attended this webinar.
Where have you done your master's from?
I'm doing my master's from Jagannath University, Delhi.
Okay. All right. Piyush?
Yeah, hi. This is Piyush. Actually, I'm from Ahmedabad, and I'm in master in commerce only, but I'm a healer, and I'm very eager to know about child psychology, and particularly for my child. So I attend this webinar. How you people are like, you are the ICS certified and all the things. Then after, I want to join the ICS also for learning and all the things. So I'm
Okay.
right now.
Okay. All right. Madhvi?
Good evening, ma'am. Myself, Madhvi. I'm a student. I'm preparing for NEET. I actually have a small brother, and I have a lot of younger siblings. So I wanted to help them, and I wanted to know what they feel, because nobody, like, I did not know anyone who could understand what fears I felt as a child, or what I feel even now. So I want to understand about it, and I can even help my younger ones.
Okay. All right. Anuja?
Hi, I'm Dr. Anuja. I'm a homeopathic doctor. I've attended your sessions earlier in the month of February. I have completed I'm completing my master's advanced diploma in psychology from ICS. So it's like I want to gain some more knowledge in the field, keep myself updated. So I thought to have a better know-how of how the child psychology is all about. So I wanted to join this. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Kartika?
you.
Yeah, this is Megha Tendulkar. I have done my MA in social work from Tata
I
Institute.
can't see you, ma'am.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. How do I?
Turn on your video by clicking on the video icon.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am. Still can't see you. I've just click on that. I've asked you to
Yeah.
start your video.
Damn it. Am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible and visible. Yes.
Yeah. So this is Megha Tendulkar. I have done my MA in social work from Tata Institute of Social Sciences. I stay in Navi Mumbai and I want to update my skills. So that's why I've joined this course.
Okay. All right. Yes, Kartika, you can go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi everybody, I'm Kartika. I'm staying in Madurai, Tamil Nadu. I'm basically an engineering graduate, but I thought of knowing about psychology, so I joined this session today, ma'am.
All right. Siva, sir.
Good evening, everybody. I am Siva from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. I have done MSc Mathematics. Right now, I'm doing MEd from Adhikavi Nanna University. currently I'm working in Adani Foundation School, Gujarat. So I want to learn children psychological disorders. So every time I'm getting some complaints from the children, I want to learn so that I want to upgrade myself so that I want to approach to you, madam.
Okay. All right. Madhavi?
Ma'am, I had spoken already. Ma'am.
Okay, we're done. Kanupriya?
Good evening, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I'm Kanupriya from Maharashtra. Actually, I am about to register for psychology course, and so yesterday only I got this link. Yesterday only I came to know about this webinar, and so one of the person from this Indian Counseling has given me this webinar link, so that I should be able to know what the things, how the things go, and what topics we have to discuss regarding this.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So, Dipa?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. I'm Shudipta. I've already done the course from here once before. I've done counseling from you. You have been my mentor. Okay. So I'm actually learning from somewhere, so I'm in now.
I couldn't hear your last line. Your voice was cracking a bit.
Ma'am, actually, I'm returning. Yes, ma'am, I'm on the return.
Okay. All right.
I'm just
Okay.
right now.
Okay. All right. Vibhuti?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Vibhuti. Maybe you know me.
Hmm.
You are my teacher. I'm here because tomorrow we ended our practical course. The ICS shared this link, so I'm here to further gain my knowledge.
All right. Salma?
Hello everyone. Hello ma'am. Good evening. I'm Gausia Salma Begum. I'm from Visakhapatnam actually, but now I'm residing at Hyderabad. I had done my MBA and now I had finished from IGNO MA Psychology. I had completed from IGNO, but I didn't gain the practical knowledge. So for practical knowledge, I'm attending this all the classes, and now I'm interested for my children. I think this course will be helpful for me, child psychology. So I'm interested for this course. So today I'm here. The reason. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Namita?
Hi. Hello. Hi, Sonali. This is Namita. We have met last Sunday in the class for counseling practical program. I'm a certified child counselor, and the reason for joining the session was because I am working directly with children nowadays, and it's nice to gain more information.
Okay. Where are you from?
I am from Mumbai, but right now I'm in Uganda.
Okay. All right. Angela? You are muted. You are muted.
Okay, sorry. Good evening, everyone. I'm Angela. I'm a teacher. I handle English and I'm from Mysore.
Okay. All right. What brings you here?
Ma'am, since I'm with the children, I want to know more about their behavior, their drawbacks, and all that. So I thought it will be helpful for me.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Abhiroop?
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yeah, I am from Kolkata. I'm a school teacher. I'm interested for child psychology. Very soon I will join the course.
Hmm. Okay. All right. And what subjects are you taking?
I usually take science, maths,
Okay. All right.
computer.
I can see one Oppo. Everyone just try and rename yourself quickly so that you are at least marked and we can take your name accordingly. I can see one Oppo. Please rename yourself with your own name. Kushi.
Hello everyone, I'm Khushi Padiat from Palanpur, Gujarat. I'm homeopathic intern doctor and I'm interested in psychology topics because it helped me to understand and communicate with my patients. So,
Okay. Japleen.
Hello, ma'am.
Hetal. Yeah.
I'm from Amritsar.
Hmm.
Ma'am, right now I'm studying in 12th standard and I'm having psychology as my main subject, and I'm really excited, curious to know about children because I really love children and I do communicate with them. But some of the times जब बच्चे अपनी चीजें शेयर करते हैं तब होता है कि मैं इनको समझाऊं कैसे, वो समझाने वाला पार्ट क्लियर नहीं हो पाता. That's why I
Okay.
have taken.
Okay. All right. Dr. Richa. Okay, those who are left, can you please raise your hand? Just help me with this. It will be quicker.
Hello, ma'am. Dr. Richa here. I'm a
Yes, go ahead.
dentist. I'm basically a dentist and just want to learn the functioning of subconscious mind and looking forward for private practice as a psychologist also.
Okay. All right. And where are you from?
I'm from Dehradun, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Vidu?
Hi everybody. Sorry, I'm in the bus right now. So there might be a signal drop if I would switch on my video. So good evening, everybody. I'm basically from Chennai. I have a HR background and I've been attending your session for a while, Sonali. I think one of my sessions I got over. Not a regular student. I'm really sorry because I work late in the night being an IT professional. So this is something I'm looking out for an alternate profession in my career, which inspired me counseling few of my associates. So I just really want to do, I this out of the curiosity I started learning. Now I feel like, everybody should have a two professions, right? One or the other. So apart from HR department, I have nothing to do. So something new I wanted to learn is something psychology is what the reason thing. So I'm planning to do my MSc psychology upcoming academic year.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. Great. Be more regular. All I can say.
Sure. I'm trying my level best.
I have seen your name already, so I know. I have a
Okay.
good memory with respect to that. I remember all my students. So somehow I
Thank
know. Okay, Gayatri. You are muted, Gayatri, in
Yeah.
case.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can.
Hi, so my name is Gayatri. I'm a play therapist. I work primarily with children. So this one seemed more in match with what I do already with children. So I thought, why not? And I practice from Mumbai and Thane.
Okay, all right, great. Venkat sir.
Good evening, ma'am. You know me, I think. I'm a student. You're a student only.
Yes.
I joined this session because of my kid have same phobia last 2 years. So maybe it will be helpful for me. I'm from AP. I'm completed my technical education. Now I'm doing a self-employment. Thank you.
Okay, all right, Cicely.
I'm from Chennai. I stay at Telangana. I have worked in past with HIV infected children. Now I'm in touch with those young adults I also want to work with children in this school. I have done my MSc Psychology in Madras University in 2018. I want to refresh my memory. Also, practical knowledge I would like to gain, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Yes, I know a lot of you are left. Should I start taking in names? See, until you give your introduction, you will not be marked present for today. That's all I can say. Why do you want to do that? And those who are with their videos off, makes no sense. Anjum, Priyanka, I can see one Samsung, one Oppo. Please rename yourself. I can support you with it. If you're not able to rename yourself, please let me know. Petal, are you done?
No, not done.
Okay, please go
Yes,
ahead with
hello
it.
everyone. Yeah, hello everyone. I am Hetal Patil from Vapi City. Actually, I have two sons. Yeah, I have two sons, and I am pre-primary teacher. And just currently, I just taken a break from the school. I work with children all the day, so I want to know about their psychology. So I have joined this course. I have joined this session. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, all right. Sneha, Dr. Geeta, Rashmi.
Yeah, hi, this is Geeta. So I'm from Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore. So I'm a dietitian actually. So I'm working in a corporate where I'm handling pan India patients with diabetes and other stuffs. And even I'm a mom of mom for a 5-year-old girl baby. So from so long, I'm interested in doing psychology. So I'm looking for it. Maybe I'm a little bit of in the stage of confusion whether I can choose MSc or diploma in psychology. So this will be, I think, if one of my counselor gave this, this thing might clear you where you can choose, and this course will be useful for you. So I thought of joining, and I'm attending now.
All right. Anushka.
Hi, I'm Anushka Bhattacharya. I'm from Kolkata. So I'm planning to take up one of the courses of ICS because I want to upgrade my skill as a psychologist. And currently I'm working with children. So this was the reason I am here in the webinar, and somebody from the team also asked me to be here. So yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay, anyone else who would want to come up? Rest I'm leaving others then. If you don't want to come up and share, that's your loss probably.
Hello, ma'am. I am left.
Yes,
Can
sir. Please go ahead. Yes, I've taken your name couple of times. What's your name? I said Oppo because I had no idea about your
you
name.
said Oppo. I don't know how to, make the rename kind of
Okay,
things.
what's your name? I'll rename it for you.
Hemant.
Okay, done.
Yeah. Ma'am, my name is Hemant. I am basically ex-defense personnel from Indian Air Force. Presently, I am associated with the different companies, big companies and all. But my interest is to return to the society something. In that interest, I want to go take up these things with me.
Okay, all right. Asma.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. It's me, Asma Pathan. Actually, I'm a bit shy to introduce myself because after a long gap of 12 years, I'm started studying. That's why I'm from Mumbai, Maharashtra. And currently, I'm a housewife now after my long illness of intestine.
Okay.
I was interested in a psychology way before, but as long my own illness never want, I did started.
Okay. You know what? Can I share one thing?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, sure.
Can I share and say one thing about it? I think for a lot of you, you would be the most inspiring person Why? Because after a gap of 12 years, see, it's very easy to study continuously and it's very easy to work as soon as you finish, your studies and then you start working, then get into that race. But rejoining something after a gap, and especially after a medical illness, I think you must be very inspiring for a lot of people. So this is not something to be shy of. I think this is something to be very proud of. ठीक है
Thank you,
Asma?
ma'am. Thank you
That's
so much.
all I would want to say to you. ठीक है?
Okay, thank you,
Give
ma'am.
yourself that a pat that at least you are beginning with something and you have a very long way to go because you want to bring about a change in yourself.
Okay, sure, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. I would like to share something.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Kunjan.
Ma'am, I would like to share with my fellow classmate right now. I just slipped her name that I have rejoined my studies after 21 years.
Yes,
So
I know
I
that.
think she's pretty ahead and really nice to see someone like
Yeah.
her.
And
Thank you.
when Gunjan told us that and I also told her and appreciated if she remembers that after a gap, I never knew 21 years, but yes, I knew that after a gap she has started. So
in
she's
my
been my old student since she's done some batches with me couple of times. So
I completed my graduation in psychology honors long back in 2004, and now I've started back.
so see, we all can inspire each other somewhere or the other. Manish? Mhm. Your voice is very low. Be a bit louder.
Hello, ma'am. I am Manish.
Hmm.
It is it clear?
Yes, much better.
I am from Chhattisgarh. I am a student. I am studying pharmacy, and I joined here for my skills and for my own mindfulness.
All right. Okay, so lot of you are from different kinds of backgrounds. Maybe some are working, some are studying, some are parents of children with special needs, or maybe some parents of neurotypical children who've just come as an interest to know a bit about psychology. So we have a mixed group here, but our common goal is to maybe bring about a change in either ourselves or maybe to help somebody else with it. Yes? Do we all agree? Okay. So in during the session, if we're all agreeing, can we have a thumbs up? That's something that easiest thing that we can do. Just give us a thumbs up. So I'm understanding that we're all there and we're just not sleeping. I know it's late for a lot of you. Yeah. So I will be able to know that yes, we're all there and we are not sleeping and not inattentive for the session. Okay? Okay. So now coming to the topic, which is anxiety, which is fear, which is phobia that children undergo. So a lot of cases keep coming up with respect to that, XYZ concerns are that. Okay, requesting everyone to mute themselves because there's some background noise that's coming. Let's all mute ourselves on our own. Please let's do that. And throughout the session, please be mindful that if you're having background noise, please mute yourself. Okay. So in order to understand the fears, phobias, the first thing is to be aware that yes, maybe something that's there that is not usual, that is not something that's deviating from normal. When I say deviating from normal, that means the day-to-day functioning gets impacted and the way you follow through with your, like for example, if a child who is not able to complete his work, maybe who's not having adequate sleep, not being able to eat properly, that means his day-to-day life is being impacted somewhere or the other. Yeah. So he is not able to do his own day-to-day tasks. That means somewhere or the other, something is not right with that child. Okay. Telling you from layman's perspective. Okay. A lot of you are not here from this psychology background. So if we look at that perspective, so here we know, okay, maybe something is not right. In order to further understand, we need to look at what exactly is it that the child is undergoing. Children often experience fears and phobias as natural part of their development. And to some extent, it's considered to be normal, that it's okay to feel that way. While fears are common and typically fade over time, phobias can significantly impact daily lives and activities. It's important for parents and caregivers to understand what is the need and the difference and then provide them accordingly the appropriate support. So, even as a counselor, as a psychologist, it's very important for us to actually identify where is the concern. Yeah? So, a lot of you get confused and say fear or phobia same ही तो होता है मैम उसमें difference क्या है? Lot of you will say that. So fears are our common emotional responses due to perceived threats or dangers which we do in anticipation. Yeah? Phobias, they are intense in nature. They are irrational fears that significantly impact our day-to-day functioning. So when we look at the onset and the duration of fears, fears may come and go, while phobias tend to persist over a period of time. When we look at the impact it creates, fears may cause mild distress, that is like for very small period of time, while phobias may disrupt the normal activities. So when I say normal activities, this is where I meant that their daily functioning gets impacted. Are we all there understanding the difference between fears and phobias and not getting confused between both? Are we clear with it? Fears
Ma'am,
are
Yes,
something
ma'am.
which
ma'am,
have, yeah, tell me, Asma.
ma'am, can you repeat once again? Is
Sure,
possible?
sure. It's right there on the screen also. I hope it's visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So fears are our common emotional responses which we have in anticipation to any threat or any danger. Yeah. Where we think, okay, this thing might happen. Those are our emotional responses. Phobias are intensive in nature and there are irrational fears that can significantly impact our day-to-day functioning. So fears may come and go while phobias, they persist over a period of time. Yeah. And it definitely fears cause mild distress, which can be, sorted eventually. But phobias are something that they disrupt our normal day-to-day life and day-to-day functioning particularly. So what are some common fears and phobias in children? A lot of complaints will come to you, fear of darkness. Many children experience fear of dark, often due to their imaginative, irrational anxieties about monsters or unknown entitles in the dark. Fear of animals. Some children develop fears of specific animals, often triggered by their negative experiences, or maybe due to the negative portrayal or exposure to the media of scary animals. Social phobia. Children may develop social anxiety or phobia, which will eventually lead to social avoidance of social situations, their fear of embarrassment of going in public, and maybe so they will avoid going to any social gatherings. They will avoid interacting with people as such when there are more people involved. They are good with one-to-one, but when it comes to group setting, they really struggle. And they also have that thing that they will be negatively evaluated by others. What will others think about? So that thing is, these are some of the common fears and phobias in children. So these are the common concerns that usually, if we think of, these are the main areas where children come, the clients come to us. If we look at it, if I broadly classify them under, so how do we identify the root causes of fears and phobia? So a lot of times children's fears and phobias may stem from any traumatic experience. So when we take history, when we try to understand where is it stemming from, first, any traumatic experience, or maybe something, the family environment that plays a very, very important role. Any learned behavior, maybe someone in the family has that. Is it learned? Oh, she's scared of that, so I should also be scared of that. Is it happening? It's crucial to consider family dynamics. How is the family environment where the child lives in? Any genetic predisposition while identifying the root causes? So all these things have to be kept in mind. So under understanding the reason, where is it stemming from, and to identify that, okay, this is the problem area and this needs support and this needs intervention. That's how we will be able to take the case forward. So how we can help, looking at how we can help to some strategies if we look at while overcoming fears and phobias. First is openly communicate with your child. The first thing, why I'm saying openly communicate, because a lot of parents come in and they say that, oh, I think this was it that happened. No, but I don't remember clearly. Let me go check with my child. They're not even having that open communication because of a lot of concerns. Maybe both parents are working, they hardly have time, they come in late when the child sleeps. So maybe have that open conversation with your child. What is going on in your child's life? That's very, very important. Let the child, give them or her that freedom to express what are their fears and reassure them that it's okay to feel scared times. It's a normal process of development. Explore coping mechanisms. Teach children some relaxation techniques like deep breathing, positive visualization. These can be used on day-to-day basis. So teach them some of the relaxation techniques or maybe some ways where they can cope with situations where they actually face fears. Gradual exposure activities. Introduce feared objects or situations, gradually help them to get accustomed to that and adapt and overcome it. So this could be another strategy. So these are some of the strategies that can be used. Again, gradual exposure therapy techniques. Some of them are, first, how do we identify? We firstly understand the specific fear that the child is undergoing. Yeah? Creatively visualize. Encourage the child to visualize the fear in a safe environment. Exactly how is it happening? What is exactly going on in the child's mind? It's very important for us to understand from that perspective. Gradually expose the child fear in small, manageable steps and then make it reinforcing for the child. So provide praise, provide reward for actually facing that fear. So this is exactly how, exposure therapy works. So this is part of the process, that this is how exposing the child to that thing that, or maybe that particular thing that the child is fearful of, or maybe any specific phobia that the child has. Again, you have to be trained to do a lot of therapies, but yes, when you use it for counseling, when you can use it for day-to-day life, maybe use it for home. So I'm just giving you some simple steps that maybe you could incorporate in your day-to-day life, and to also to identify. Until unless you are aware, you will not be able to identify and screen also. CBT is a good therapy to recommend when it comes to phobias. What happens in that first is understanding the phobia. CBT helps us to recognize and to understand the irrational thoughts and fears that contribute to their phobias. Then therapists use gradual exposure, just what I explained it to you, to help children confront their fears in controlled and supportive environment. Changing thought patterns. CBT aims to change negative thought patterns by replacing them with the realistic and positive beliefs. So here we are targeting on the negative ones and replacing them with the positive ones. So changing of thought patterns, this is exactly what happens in CBT when we recommend our client that yes, go for cognitive behavior therapy, especially with respect to phobias. So as a lot of you are here as parents, and that's what I could hear. So supporting your child is very, very important. That emotional support from parents and caregivers. If you are a counselor, if you're a psychologist here, please psycho-educate your clients or the parents that you meet to with these guidelines that yes, provide some sort of emotional support to the child. See, if a child is already undergoing a lot of fear, a lot of things that maybe that is making him or her insecure, so what's the first thing? An emotional support that they require. So parents and caregivers, they are their first person, first go-to person. If they are not supportive, who will the child go? So they provide emotional reassurance to comfort their children when they experience any kind of fear, any kind of phobia in that manner. Empathetic listening, active listening to a child's fear without judgment and make them feel heard and understood. So basically, to actually make them that, okay, I'm there, right there, without any judgment, uh, without any passing of anything that, okay, maybe I'm going to judge you if you're going to share, oh, this also you don't know. Without that in particular. Because the rest of the world is somewhere or the other making fun of the child's fear. Think from that perspective. If he shares it in school, maybe he fears judgment, that he will be judged. Oh, you are fearful of this. Or maybe he may be made fun of. I'm not sure if you guys have come across such cases in your around areas, but yes, this is very common. And children, when you talk to them, they share. I don't have anyone to share to who will not judge me. So, as parents, as caregivers, it's very important for us to have that empathetic listening and that emotional reassurance that will actually help the children build some sort of self confidence and be able to deal with it. So, equipping children to how to manage their emotions, maybe through deep breathing, maybe through some mindfulness exercise. Any idea what is mindfulness? What is mindfulness?
Moment.
What moment?
Like whatever we are doing, mindfully doing it by understanding what we are doing.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone else?
Being present to the present moment.
Okay. Be present in the present moment. So basically observing lot of things that are happening around us. Yeah.
Yes.
And where we are, what we are doing, how we have to go about it further. So being very mindful. So teaching our children to follow mindfulness-based practices. And of course, see, if we tell younger children to sit for meditation, do you think that will be a good approach? If you tell us also to sit for meditation and those who are not used to it, do you think it will be a good approach? Chalo, 15 minutes of meditation karo. Do you think we can do that?
No.
So see, suggest techniques, suggest things which are practical. Okay? Always remember this. So you have to think from a child's perspective. Will he be able to do it? Or will you be able to do it? You can say, okay, 2-3 minutes of, closing your eyes. Usme bhi they will start opening. They'll be like, okay, when is it getting over? Huh? How about we guide them that, okay, maybe do 2 minutes of guided meditation, which is actually just giving them some guideline, what to do, what not to do. Just to start with, rather than just playing the music and asking them to close their eyes and just meditate. Yeah, be practical when you suggest such things. Like I have seen so many people just saying, okay, do yoga, do meditation, do mindfulness, and then they are not able to follow. Okay. In the next session, they come up, I was told to do this, and Do you think I can even do it? The child with ADHD will be able to do meditation for 15-20 minutes. He's not able to sit for 5 minutes. We can't, we have to be practical when we are suggesting things. Okay? Be mindful of what you are suggesting to whom. Okay? So a person who's already doing some bit of meditation for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if you say that, okay, maybe you continue doing whatever you are doing and increase the time, that makes sense. But a person who's just not able to do it and telling him, okay, do 20 minutes of meditation makes no sense. Okay. Okay, I want everyone on the screen, we're doing one activity. Can we all have some pens, pencil, paper handy with you? Can we all have that? Ready? Okay, I can see some hands. Not everyone yet. Okay, so more people. Okay. So quickly write down. So this is a mindfulness based activity that maybe you could use it in one of your sessions. Quickly write down 5 things that you can see around you. Any 5 things that you can see around you. Five things that you can see around you. Any 5 things. Be quick. Once done, you can start raising your hand so I know. Okay. Next, can you write down 4 things that you can touch around you? 4 things that you can touch around you. Right now, this very moment. 4 things that you can touch around you. Next, 3 things that you can hear around you. Right now, this very moment, 3 things that you can hear around you.
Fan.
3 things that you can hear around you. Next, 2 things that you can smell around you. 2 things that you can smell around you. Okay, next one. One last. 1 thing that you can taste around you. 1 thing that you can taste around you. I'm repeating once again in case anyone missed any step. 5 things that you can see around you. 4 things that you can. 3 things that you can hear around you. 2 things that you can smell around you. 1 thing that you can taste around you. Okay, done? Okay, who is going first? Manish sir, let's go with you. You are muted or check your audio. I can't hear you.
I can see first my friend,
Mm-hmm.
then my laptop on which I am attending the
Mm-hmm.
class,
Mm-hmm.
second phone, third
Mm-hmm.
dog,
Mm-hmm.
fourth double beside my bed,
Mm-hmm.
and the pen.
Okay. All right. And the others? Quickly tell the next thing also, no? Things that you can touch.
Laptop, phone,
Mm-hmm.
pen,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing fourth.
Okay. Three things that you can hear.
Fan noise
Mm-hmm.
and someone walking upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Third is class, your voice.
Okay. Two things you can smell around you.
I think the surroundings not simple, similar.
Okay. One thing that you can taste.
Before class, I ate my food that.
Okay. All right. Gunjan ma'am, I hope you've written properly. I don't have to repeat one by one.
Yes, ma'am. I can see a glass, mirror,
Mm-hmm.
bed, carom board.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've repeated glass. And a towel.
Okay.
I can touch the bed, the glass, the towel, and a pillow.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I can hear my daughter talking, television, and music.
Okay.
I can smell perfume and smoke.
Okay. All
And
right.
I can taste water.
Okay. Venkat sir.
Yeah, madam, first of all, we can see laptop, pen, book, speaker, and door. Yeah, I can touch pen, book, mouse, pad, and mobile.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear your voice, and my kids are playing background.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell only the nothing is there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I cannot taste now.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Okay. Kanupriya.
Yeah. The things which I can see is my mobile stand, in fact, you, Sonali ma'am, table, whiteboard, and paper.
Okay.
In which I can touch are notebook, pen, table, sofa, and bag.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can hear is your voice, sound of the fan, and the dog barking.
Okay.
Smell, I can smell the food which I am having right now on table.
Mm-hmm.
And fragrance from the mandir, जो घर में अगरबत्ती लगाई है, that.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
can taste the food.
Okay. All
Right
right.
now I'm having in my plate.
Okay. I could see lot of you catching up on your dinner side by side.
Thank you.
Okay. Namita.
I have written 5 things that I can see: bed, fan, chair, phone, and laptop. 4 things to touch: phone, bed cover, my diary, and pen. 3 things that I hear: your voice, my husband and son talking, and the fan noise. And 2 things that I can smell is the food that was cooked a while ago and my perfume. And 1 thing that I can taste is the food.
All right. Shreya. अब आई थिंक
Fighting
सबसे
second.
पूछना पड़ेगा कि फूड में क्या अच्छा अच्छा सबको टेस्ट आ रहा है सब फूड बोल के एक सुपरफिशियल स्टेटमेंट दे रहे हैं चलो श्रेया गो अहेड
Yeah. 5 things I can see are books, laptop, water bottle, chair, and flower vase. 4 things I can touch are phone screen, bed on which I'm sitting, laptop, and book. And 3 things I can hear are this webinars, your voice, the fan voice, and TV noise coming from hall. And 2 things I can smell are rice and milk boiling in the kitchen. And 1 thing I can taste is water.
Okay. All right. Megha.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, sure. After her, you can.
Okay.
Megha, go ahead. After you, Dr. Richa can go. In case you are speaking, you are muted. Remember to unmute and speak, everyone.
Sorry, once again. I can see cupboard, goddess idols, mirror, fan and curtain. I can touch pillow, mattress, bed and curtain. I can hear fans noise and TV noise and bell noise and smell, of course, food and the breeze, the cool breeze. I can smell the breeze and taste, of course, just now I had my food, so tomato omelette.
Okay. All right. Yes, Dr. Richa, you can go ahead now after her.
Ma'am, four things, sorry, five things which I can look right now is first of all, you, ma'am.
Have to be a little
Then my
louder.
phone, my table. Okay. Five things I can see right now is you, ma'am. For you, I'm saying you, my phone, my table, my bed, and my chair, and a lock over there on my table. And four things I can touch is first of all, earth, my nose, my head, my cheeks.
Yeah.
And three things I can hear is your voice and my inner voice, which is regularly मतलब जो कंटिन्यू रहती है हमेशा, जो अंदर से आवाजें आ रही होती हैं, और सराउंडिंग में जो मेरे बच्चे पीछे से बात कर रहे हैं हस्बैंड के साथ.
Okay.
और two things around me to smell is my hair and my body smell and the breeze around me. And last thing, the taste is टंग इज ऑलवेज, मतलब मेरी टंग जो है लिप्स को टच करती है, तो वो हमेशा लिप्स का टेस्ट आता रहता है.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sudipta, you are back home?
Yes, ma'am. I'm back home.
Okay.
Well, ma'am, five things I can see around me is, ma'am, you, my laptop, book, my medicines, and photo frame. Four things I can touch around is my soft toys, bag, medicine, phone. And three things I can hear, ma'am, it's your voice, the sound from the hall, and the rickshaw horn from my back. Two things I can smell is the perfume and this liquid mosquito repellent. One thing I test, that is my coffee.
Okay. All right. Okay. So lot of you have not answered, but I think I'm hoping you've written and you are there with us. Yeah. Okay. So this was one activity of mindfulness, which you can also implement in your sessions, along with something that you can do with yourself as well. You know, this really helps. This is a good grounding technique, which really helps you get back on track. And then, so you don't have to take so much time like we took, because probably some of you were doing it for the very first time. So it took some time, but that's very quick. So whenever you are feeling a bit lost and you need to get back on track and maybe have some better concentration, do this really helps. I do it couple of times when I in between sessions when I feel a bit lost, because that happens. You tend to get with back to back sessions, you tend to get a bit overwhelmed also with all sorts of cases that you get in. So this really helps you get back on track, and then you are they're ready to ready in a good frame of mind for the next thing. So this is a good thing which you can practice in your sessions as well as your own personal life. This will help you. Deep breathing exercise, I think everyone is aware about. I don't have to go in detail. Use positive self-talk. Definitely that helps us in promoting self-confidence, and try not to use any negative connotations for ourselves, because I think we all deserve it. Yeah. Whenever try and appreciate small little things and have gratitude for that, that will help you build that confidence and self-esteem. So a lot of children you will get where they have difficulties with their self-esteem, that becomes a concern. They are a bit insecure. So this is where, you could teach them how to use healthy coping strategies rather than the negative things. Maybe engage themselves in some art, play, physical activities. That's very important. Help them use strategically problem-solving techniques. How to come up with the solution. See, challenges I think everyone has in their life. Yeah. It's the way, okay, can everyone mute themselves? I can hear some background noise. Please mute. Everyone has some sort of other challenges. It's good how we deal with that. It's better how we deal with those challenges. So it's dependent on the individual to individual. That as a psychologist, as a counselor, and maybe as a parent, you can teach children how to use problems. Okay, this is a challenge. How do we deal with that situation effectively so that it does not be like a challenge also, yet remains a challenge, and you are able to solve it by maybe breaking the big thing into small little parts and then having solutions for it. So that's how you could have a good problem solving approach and equip children to think critically, analyze, and think about the future as well, and then take your actions and deal with those challenges. So some of the cases that you might come across as, with respect to some fears that are mostly seen. So many children experience fear of dark, leading to disruptive sleep and heightened anxiety during the bedtime. So by gradually comforting the night light and discussing positive experiences related to the nighttime, the child learns to associate darkness with safety and peacefulness. So these are some of the things that you could use apart from referring them and or any therapy that's required, and also maybe some counseling, and to identify any kind of traumatic experience they've had in the past or any history that they have. Okay, this is just one-liner solution to the kind of concern that mostly comes up. So I've just uh, collated few cases like these kinds of cases might come up to you. Addressing fear of animals. So many children have intense fear of animals causing significant distress. So we can explore strategies how to overcome that fear by gradual exposure, positive reinforcement. Everyone understand what positive reinforcement is? What is it?
Positive thoughts, ma'am. Inculcating positive thoughts.
Okay. Anyone else? Positive reinforcement. I've been using this since some time. I thought you guys are aware. What is positive reinforcement?
When they want to increase the required behavior from the child.
So what do we do?
We either reward them or maybe appraise them.
So we reward them. So rewards can be tangible and non-tangible both. Yeah. So we reward them. We pick up small little aspects of their behavior and then praise them for doing this. Like, for example, tolerating the animal to be around them. Yeah, for some period of time, and then we reward them. That's like we're exposing our client, exposing the child to that situation, and he tolerated it well. So we make a big deal out of it. We reward them and we say, oh, wow, you've done it. And that's the way he gets motivated and he's able to have that exposure, and that fear gets reduced eventually. Yeah. So this is one good way of helping them with this fear. Helping a child with social phobia. So a lot of cases will come to you that they have difficulties in, they feel very anxious while playing with their peers, they don't want to talk to them or they don't want to socialize. And you all know that in schools these days, especially, they have a lot of group projects. So especially with children who are having this social phobia, they struggle a lot in group things. So they have a lot of group activities going on. So he didn't want it to be a part of it. She did not. So a lot of dislikes, lot of judgments, fears. So all of these things are there. So a child is expressing. During recess, Sarah feels anxious and avoids playing with peers. She expresses fear of judgment and dislikes group activities. So, gradual exposure to social situations with positive reinforcement, this could be one of the strategy that we could use. So, like for example, if she fears that, okay, maybe 7, 8 people might judge her, 7, 8 people, she'll feel very anxious. Start with a smaller group of people, maybe just 2, 3 of them together, and then increase the number eventually once she gets more comfortable. So first start with some of her friends, maybe with whom she is more comfortable. Then start bringing in one by one some unknown child, then some more strangers. So then eventually having her exposed to that environment. And then of course, by small little steps, small little improvement, helping her, get that reward, that yes, that reinforcement that is required her, that okay, this is the positive response that we are giving. Any positive behavior that we get, okay, is related to the reward that we get. Okay, the more rewards we are giving, the more positive behavior we get. Okay, again, that should not be a bribery, let me tell you very clearly. So make your statement very clear. This is for your good behavior in this particular period of time. Not something, oh, you will get this, quickly do this. No. For the item, you should not label that behavior. Oh, do this. Oh, I think this reward is very big for you. Thoda sa hi kara. You've done a little bit, only do 2, 3 more. You're not making it clear to the child. What are your expectations? Be clear with your expectations. What is it that you're expected to do? What is it that you are getting in return? That should be very clear. Then you will see some more, positive things. Again, we've done some of the strategies, some more strategies: gradual exposure, relaxation, therapeutic play. This is something that's different. Utilize toys, drawing, storytelling to facilitate open discussion and open healing. Until unless we talk about the fears and phobias about the child, until unless we have that free play with the child, it becomes very difficult for them to share what they are actually going through. So play therapy is definitely a good way to, and art therapy, these are the good ways to help us with the non-verbal gestures or the things that the child cannot express with words. They can express through these mediums of art and play. Yeah? So use this as a technique. As parental involvement, active listening, encouragement, and presence and reassurance so that the child feels safe and secure. So, to conclude with, it's very important for us to have empathy and understanding. Create a supportive environment for the child using CBT techniques. You can refer them for CBT, a gradual exposure therapy technique. Parental involvement and consistent support play a very crucial role in helping the child overcome any kind of fears. So these were just some of the examples. You might get in more cases as well. Okay? These were just some of the common things that we get, that ये तो पक्का इस तरह के cases तो आते ही हैं. These are the ones that you get only somewhere or the other with all sorts of respective age groups. A lot of times you will get children who have refusal to go to school. Why? Because if we root it, if we check, and then we see that yes, they have a lot of anxiety on how people will behave. How so that again has the child has social anxieties, and because of that, the refusal to go to school is happening. Again, if we look more deeper into it, maybe some incident has happened in the school where the child was bullied at one particular period of time. And that thing, maybe the child is associating, what if it happens again? So in anticipation of something that might repeat, the child has just stopped going. These are the kinds of concerns that you get in. Okay, when you actually start practicing, when you actually start taking up cases like this. So how do we deal with these? So in our child psychology course also we cover a lot of these kinds of cases and we go in depth and how to deal with that. So we take this forward. Okay, so I hope everyone could have a fair idea. A lot of you were not from this background also, and I tried to keep it very simple and basic. So I hope you could have that intent of understanding. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, all right. I can see some thumbs ups. Great. Chalo, any questions that you have?
Ma'am, how can I get PPT? Full class I can't listen, but class last remaining जितना हम सुने हैं उतना अच्छा लगा, तो बहुत ही अच्छा लगा. अगर होगा तो PPT शेयर कीजिएगा प्लीज.
वो आप अपनी एकेडमिक काउंसलर जिनसे भी आपने बात करी है वो आप उनसे बात कर लो. ठीक है. ठीक है. आप द सर्टिफिकेट प्रोसेस हैज बीन